Hello and welcome to the first episode of 2022 for Auxy Morons. Yay!
Just so you know, I forgot to open up Audacity, so it's not that burp is gonna be recorded into the thing. There's no way I can fix it.
Oh no!
We get our cold open after all.
That scared me. Oh my god, that scared me.
What did Anna? You okay?
Yeah, no, Brick scared me for a second.
What do you do?
Yeah!
Yeah,
I
he
hate
scared me. I was
that.
like, who the fuck just did that?
Well, this is going swimmingly. I'm your host with the least Mimi.
I'm Ani.
The awkward pause.
Yeah.
The awkward
Someone
pause.
has to do it.
Died.
Someone has to do it.
I'm Brick.
And I'm Luna.
And not only has Loon broken into my house again, this time we have a guest.
That's me. Hi, I'm Soul.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you.
Despite everything, it's still you.
It's you!
It's
Yeah.
a you.
It's me.
Yes. Yeah. Words. So we can start the music thing. Yeah.
Are you gonna add a public comment? Ani, why are you hovering over add public comment?
Huh?
You were-
Yeah, Ani, you were just
Because I'm on
hovering over the.
Discord.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
It looks like I am, but I'm not actually. It's just my mouse.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right,
Okay,
because
yeah,
it doesn't
that
capture
Yeah,
everything.
The comments.
I am going to add a comment.
But us.
Ani adds a comment.
Okay, I'm gonna put on the song now.
No, never.
Please.
No.
We have this.
No.
This is the
we
only
need
ability
to
I
get it
have.
over with.
No.
We need to get it over with.
No. I'm going to leave the
stream.
stream.
I came to you guys with a list of like 10 different songs. Like I made a list in my own like private server about like 15 different songs I could potentially present, and then had to narrow it down by like repeatedly bothering you guys.
It's okay. Yeah, I
It's fine.
remember
It's
that.
fine.
That was the most funniest thing.
I'm here like I'm organized.
And we are just.
The person who
I
runs.
in a song the day before.
Ani, we were kept bugging you. We were like, Ani, you're okay. You haven't responded to any of our
I
messages.
just forgot to answer. Nothing even happened. I was just like, okay, I'll just answer this later.
And
Doesn't
then
answer.
she proceeded to not answer it later. Okay, alright.
Okay, let's actually put on the music.
You were hovering over to add public comments
That'd be a
again.
good idea.
I didn't over the mute button.
Oh.
Okay, I'll actually play it now.
Okay.
So as you can see, I brought my finest bangers.
Nice,
Yeah,
as you do, as you should.
As one
That
should.
was a certified banger.
So true, bestie.
The first thing I need to do is be a total nerd about this.
Yes.
Because,
Go ahead.
End of Raging Waves, the one you just heard, is its most recent iteration.
Oh,
On Spotify right now, there are 5 different versions of End of Raging Waves over 4 different games. There's a remix of it in 5, as well as the one we heard here. It's also called like 7 different things.
Oh, that's fun.
delicious.
In Japanese, in the Japanese version of Etrian Odyssey, it is called the End of Raging Waves, except for in Etrian Odyssey 4, where it is called the End of Raging Winds. That's a play on the original title, because in Etrian Odyssey 3, it was the sea battle theme. It was for when you were sailing on the ocean and you got in a battle. That would be the theme that played. But in Etrian Odyssey 4, there's an airship type theming, so instead of it being End of Raging Waves, it's the End of Raging Winds.
Oh, play on words,
Which is
fun.
fun, right?
Yeah.
So is it wavy or windy?
So the English version of this song, this song's title is Crest of a Violent Wave. Except when it would be called except in Etrian Odyssey 4 and Etrian Odyssey Mystery Dungeon, where it is called Beyond the Scorching Heat for some reason.
But why?
Why?
But why?
It could have been Crest of
So
the...
this song is End of Raging Waves, End of Raging Winds, Beyond the Scorching Heat, and Crest of a Violent Wave. All of these are valid titles for this song. I hate it.
That's
You're so
fun.
indecisive. Oh my god.
It's like me with my gender.
So true. I'm sorry, I have to stop saying that.
Yep.
Ugh.
My first thought is I don't... And I forgot my first thought. Like,
Good
I
job,
many
Mimi.
thoughts.
Guys, he doesn't.
It,
Guys, little known fact.
it reminds me
he
of...
doesn't.
It reminds me of something, but I don't remember what it is.
Homestuck. Xenoblade.
Maybe
No,
Xenoblade. The composer for this is, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but Yuzo Koshiro.
Is that the guy
I
who...
don't know.
Is that the
I
guy
don't
who...
know anything else. I don't track composers that
well,
when it comes to JRPGs, so I don't know if they've done anything else.
Well, I mean, it would be kind of funny because they did Xenoblade, because honestly, this does remind me a lot of, Xenoblade music, specifically, the rare monster encounters. You will know our names, you will recall our names.
How do you pronounce his name
Who
again?
is the Xenoblade composer? It is not the same person.
Okay.
Okay. I was googling it and I was
It's a
like,
coincidence. Sometimes there are just songs that slap.
Yeah?
coincidence. JRPGs just have music.
So, the thing about End of Raging Waves, which I know there's 10 different titles for it, I'm calling it End of Raging Waves from now on. Because when I went to look it up on the internet when I heard it for the first time, that is what I got. The thing about End of Raging Waves is, as you might be able to tell, it has been in several different versions of Etrian Odyssey. And, as a song, it kind of grew up with the series. It started as specifically a sea battle theme a special area battle theme for Etrian Odyssey 3. In Etrian Odyssey 4, which is where I actually first heard it, you're not hearing the version I first heard. In Etrian Odyssey 4, it gets used as a special boss a plot encounter theme early on with a red bear that really hates your fucking guts.
Oh,
I'm
fun.
not allowed to curse.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're allowed to
you're
curse.
allowed
We've
to
cursed
curse.
already.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing a school project anymore, so.
Okay. I was like, oh no, I've been trying not to curse. I've definitely cursed now.
No, it's good, it's good.
Don't worry, we both have mouths like
You're
sailors.
right.
Fucking guts and wants to stab you, and you get into a battle with it, and this theme plays, which is really cool. And then from what I understand, because I haven't finished Etrian Odyssey 4, I'm a fake gamer, it shows
Whoa.
up later towards the end of the game as a special encounter theme again. And then Etrian Odyssey 5, which is the version you just heard, this is the theme for some of the post-game bosses.
New Game Plus?
No. It just has a post-game. Etrian
I see.
Odyssey has basically 5 dungeons, and then after you finish the 5th dungeon, that's the end of the main plot, but there's always a 6th, main dungeon and a super boss to fight, along with a couple other special bosses.
I see.
Alright.
I like this song a lot. Part of the reason why I have so much appreciation for it is I played Dragon Quest XI recently. And as a fan of Dragon Quest IX, which is my other Dragon Quest game, wow. They sure just don't fucking change the OST in Dragon Quest at all.
Oh my god.
Try to iterate at all, or do any improvements at all. It's just the same thing from 20 years ago.
Oh god.
Sometimes orchestrated. It's not great.
I'm
don't
pretty
approve
sure
it,
their
or
level
I
up
don't
sound
approve
is still the
because I think-
same.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure their level up sound hasn't changed,
Holy shit.
in years.
I mean, the level up sound not changing is one thing, but if, literally all the town and battle and story themes all sound exactly the same,
Oh god.
Yeah, that's fair.
which they do, that is a problem. Anyway, Etrian Odyssey doesn't have that problem. It is... And the reason why I like End of Raging Waves is that, if you go back and listen to all the different versions of it, they keep iterating on it. They keep making it better. Would have loved to hear another version of End of Raging Waves, but, that's never gonna happen for reasons I guess I can now get into, because, this is the other part where I explain my emotional attachment to video game or whatever.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah?
Why did my microphone not pick that up? Oh my god.
Anyway, I like Etrian Odyssey. It is a top-down turn-based JRPG with a grid map dungeon. And the basic gimmick of Etrian Odyssey, if you can even call it a gimmick, it's kind of a selling point, and it's the reason why there's probably never going to be another good Etrian Odyssey, is that on the top screen, you see sort of tunnel, almost like Doom or Wolfenstein style, view of the dungeon in front of you. Right, so it's a first-person POV, and you're looking at the things in front of you or whatever, and then on the bottom screen, you have the map, which you don't get a map item or whatever. You draw, you basically have to draw the map yourself on the lower screen of the DS, figuring out what goes where and using what you find in the dungeon and basically transferring that to the bottom screen. So if you find a shortcut, you can drag an arrow. You can drag an arrow that shows that the shortcut goes between 2 different places. Whatever.
That's really cool.
It's really cool.
Knock on wood.
It's also not gonna happen on any other device, as it really specifically relies on the dual screen.
Oh.
Because you need a stylus, and you need to be, you need situational awareness of both that top screen where all the monsters are, and the bottom screen, which is where your map is, and you're drawing your map.
Okay.
Etrian Odyssey also has a thing where, in addition to navigating the various dungeons and, figuring out a way to get to the next floor of the dungeon, you also have these things called FOEs, which there's, a weird Latin name for them, and the other translation is Field on Enemy. Basically, this is a giant mini-boss that will wreck your shit, so you need to figure out a way to avoid it.
I would like to add that I only vaguely know Etrian Odyssey through Persona Q, which is the crossover between them, where it's Etrian Odyssey map style, but Persona characters and Persona gameplay. And there they just call them frickin' overpowered enemies.
They do?
Yes.
Bruh.
That is what they
That
call.
is what they are. They will wreck your shit, and then later on, once you've gotten more equipment and are better at the game, you can go back and wreck their shit. But
That's like a
Etrian Odyssey
Metroidvania.
Etrian Odyssey is like really tightly designed. Like, the way equipment is gated isn't like you go to different shops or whatever. There's one central like hub location. The way equipment is gated is you have to give the shopkeeper like monster parts, and they make you new stuff out of monster parts.
So sort of like how in Devil May Cry 5, you get your upgrades from defeating major bosses and bringing back their body parts to Nico.
Kind of, but it's you also get like
Parts
use
from
items
enemies.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You might have to go out and collect some herbs and also fight certain monsters in a certain way
I see.
to get those use items. And then the other thing about Etrian Odyssey is it's fucking hard. It is a difficult game. This is not a game where you can like there is an auto attack feature, but unless you're massively over leveled for the area, you do not want to use the auto attack feature on random encounters. Random encounters will wipe you.
Oh, jeez.
You have to be like very specifically preparing for what the enemies are going to throw at you and setting up your own ridiculous combos. And it all just feels, it's all turn-based and you don't have to do any like real-time action stuff. So it all just comes off as like another layer of a puzzle. It's good. I like video games. I've chosen the Etrian Odyssey 5 version because EOV is the Etrian Odyssey game I've come closest to finishing, which is to say I'm in the post-game and working up to beat that super boss.
Good luck, Solar.
Like I said before,
Right.
Persona Q is like I think it's supposed to be a crossover because I think it was like a Persona anniversary and a Etrian Odyssey anniversary. And from what I can tell, the gameplay is very similar between the two.
Yeah, I'll probably pick up Q at some time because I do like an Etrian Odyssey. I do want to play more of it, and there's never going to be more games.
Uh-oh.
You could argue that there's a chance that they might make more games, but it's like not.
Yes, but they won't be good because you won't get to draw the map with your little stylus.
I mean, unless they make another console like the Wii U or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it could have worked on the Wii U, but the Wii U flopped.
Yeah.
It can't really work on the Switch unless they sell a peripheral with it.
They did do something like with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where they could just put it in the corner and they could like enlarge it and make the map like, and just focus on doing the map for a bit instead of.
They could, but the thing about Etrian Odyssey is that, like, the exploration and doing the map are so deeply intertwined. Like, you are basically mapping out the dungeon every step of the way. And, like, taking in information around you and adding it to the map on the fly. You're, like, watching the patrol patterns of field-on enemies and, like, going, okay, so they move here, so I can, like, you could, like, mark out the patrol path an FOE does with arrows, or mark out like specific items that you can use, like a place where you can mine rocks or a place where you can pick apples.
Okay, because
and it's all just this really active exploration, and it almost feels like a solo campaign of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I was gonna
sometimes.
say that. Reminds
Like,
me of...
there's very little. I won't say there's no plot. There's decent plot, but it's very little plot. The game itself doesn't decide like who you are as a character or who your party are. You like form them yourself and like multi-class or whatever yourself. And there in Etrian Odyssey 5 specifically, there's like small random events that you can go into, and it'll be like, you know, there's a squirrel here. Do you want to pet it? And then you select yes. And then the game's like, who will pet it? And then you select a party member to pet the squirrel, and the squirrel bites you and it gives you rabies, and your party member dies. Squirrels are assholes in Etrian Odyssey.
No.
Oh my
What?
God.
Is that actually real?
That's amazing.
No. Normally the squirrel just steals your escape dungeon item.
What?
Which is worse.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Okay.
Squirrels are assholes in Etrian Odyssey. Squirrels and crayfish.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
I can't believe Louisiana is a hellhole in Etrian Odyssey.
I mean, I could say stuff about the plot of Etrian Odyssey because it is all technically post-apocalyptic Earth, like post-apocalypse.
I see.
Like,
Go ahead.
The giant trees were the giant trees, which is an Yggdrasil, which is what you're climbing, and like they are the mega dungeons you explore or are trying to get to. Basically, they caused the fucking apocalypse.
The trees caused the apocalypse.
Yes, and so it's like way post-apocalyptic Earth, or in the case of Etrian Odyssey 5, you find out you're on Mars.
Wait, you're on Mars? You're on Mars?
Yes, you find out you're on Mars, and you find this out because in the 6th, like, post-game dungeon, you can see the Earth.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Oh well.
Like-
Well.
Well then.
Well.
It's great. It's great. I love Etrian Odyssey. It's just, it commits wholeheartedly to, like, every aspect of its presentation of being, like, kind of cozy, and, like, a lot of the area themes, both the dungeon themes and the place where you go back to rest, it's like got this really generally jazzy OST, and then the actual battle themes are fucking bangers, like End of Raging Waves. And it's just good. I like video game. I like when video game.
I like when video game.
Yeah.
I love when the game videos.
Okay. Like.
Moving on.
Yeah. I guess I was gonna make my last piece just say that Persona Q is a lot more different than Etrian Odyssey than I thought it was. But yeah.
Yeah,
so
it uses a Persona plot.
well, I mean, not only just the plot, the gameplay is like slightly different because like I think the mapping system is a little bit different. They're still good games though. I personally don't like Persona Q1, but Persona Q2 is great. The only issue with Persona Q2 is that it doesn't have a dub.
You will listen to it in Japanese. You will.
Some of the Japanese voice lines are better anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, Solar, you have any closing words?
I think it's video game settles that.
Yeah.
Atlas, I know you're homophobic, but sucks to make you. You accidentally made every single Etrian Odyssey player character trans because there are no pronouns used to refer to any party members in game except for they, them. You fucked up.
Nice.
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 Hashtag accidental ally.
Oh my gosh. So now we go from obscure JRPG to obscure JRPG.
Nothing changes.
It's just the same song again.
Is
I
it
think
loop
some
good?
things changes if I'm reading what the next one is correct.
I'm just kidding.
You dragged the video on and you didn't play it.
Wait.
Mechanically
No, I know.
speaking,
I'm
something.
waiting for you guys to stop talking.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Probably.
Count
ended so abruptly. Oh my god.
Because I had to pop. Okay, so
I thought this was like a Siva Gunner song.
What's a Siva Gunner song? Sorry. Why did you think it was a
I
Siva?
swear I've heard this song on
Think
like
that.
the radio or something, on like on like one of my dad's classic rock stations.
okay, so that's the thing. That's the thing. The World Ends With You as a series kind of mixes like video game music and like traditional like radio music, and like it kind of like makes a gateway, so that way people who like rock music or like pop music or techno stuff like that, they can get into like video game music, and it's wonderful.
It's the dad bod to video game pipeline.
I was gonna say that! Oh my god.
I actually played the demo for Neo on my console when it came out, and I had gone in blind. So imagine my surprise when I saw the one thing Teru keeps bringing up about Neo.
Math Man?
It's a bit sus.
Oh,
What are we talking about?
Oh, Mr. Sussman.
What?
Sussman.
What are we talking about?
They're the dude whose nickname is Susukichi, and everyone just calls him the Sussman.
No, I'm talking about the
God.
first. I'm talking about the first time it's said in the.
Oh yeah, someone actually says sus. I forgot about it.
What do you mean?
It's dubbed.
What do you mean?
Someone actually just says sus in the game.
I hate that.
Anyways,
It was an actual word before, and now it's just funny among us.
funny emoji.
Just
Amogus.
Okay, yeah. So
Gen Z has ruined everything.
yeah.
It's okay, I can say that.
I really hope that my microphone isn't picking up my phone, because I'm just playing a Set It Off theme song right now, and it's just like vaguely audible in the background. I really hope my microphone isn't picking that up.
I'm so happy I have to mute myself, because sometimes when I listen to the music while we're doing the podcast, I would like play a game on my phone just so I can like listen to the stuff and, you know, not get distracted.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes just fucking loud ads play.
I
Oh
hate
my
that. Oh my
gosh.
god.
And I turned it down. I was like, please tell me they didn't hear it, and then I forget, like, oh wait, I'm muted. It wouldn't even matter.
Good for that.
Oh my god.
Good for you.
Okay, so as I was saying, I played the demo around like August, I want to say. That was around the time it came out, I think. And I got the game as a Christmas gift, and I have been hyperfixated on it since. This song in particular has risen in the ranks as like one of my favorite video game songs ever, just because I don't talk about it often, but I freaking love metal songs. And not only that, but this is essentially just an anthem about low self-esteem.
Like, yeah, that's not for me.
And like it's an anthem about low self-esteem and like trying to break free of like haha break free, get it, because the song is called Breaking Free. I'm funny, I swear.
You swallowed my microphone.
How?
Yeah, it's like breaking free of like the expectations put on you by other people, and song good.
Not really good.
Yeah.
So true song.
And also
So true song.
And also, like, in general, the game has meshed really well with me. It has, like, the aesthetic is plentiful and amazing, and... Yes, that's English. The aesthetic is plentiful. Imagine being able to speak English. Couldn't be me.
When the aesthetic is plentiful.
When the aesthetic is plentiful. Clearly the aesthetic is plentiful.
But yeah, like, the game has a really freaking good aesthetic. I adore how I adore how like the game itself looks, like all the art, all the characters' outfits. Speaking of the characters, they are amazing. They aren't like the most in-depth things in the world, but like, you know, like I've gotten one of my freaking comfort characters now, Fret. He's a good lad.
Fret as in like the finger on a guitar or like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just his nickname.
Okay, I thought you meant
Alright,
like Fret as
so
in
we
like
go from like we go from like video game with no plot to video game with all plot.
Oh, the plot is plentiful. The plot is plentiful.
How many
I'm
times
not
are you
gonna
gonna say the word plentiful?
a plentiful amount. Also, cat broke into my house.
Yeah, I opened the
Oh
door for
my
him.
god.
I just like showing up.
He just opened. I just opened the door for him on the way here.
Just spawned in.
He was like, he was his Minecraft summon cat.
He joined the Minecraft server.
I whitelisted him without anyone else knowing.
But yeah, like, there's a lot of plot. This follows on from the first game in the series, as well as...
Girl, help! What was that sound?
I don't
was that
know.
sound?
I don't know. But it follows on from the first game in the series, and also the after story that was only in the Switch release, so that's probably going to be annoying to some people.
And there's me who owns World Ends With You on Switch and still hasn't beaten it.
Which you should beat it.
I am going to message you on Discord every single day and see you do that.
Honestly, the only reason I haven't beaten it is just because the Switch controls suck.
They do. The Switch control stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Emulated on your PC.
I actually have it downloaded on my flash card for DS, so I could play it there.
If anyone does want to play the original, please try and play it on DS. That's like the best control scheme from what I've heard, because I haven't played the original yet. But
Hooray, even more people saying that the DS was the best console in existence, which is true.
But yeah, frickin' the game has a really good story, and like the characters are amazing. Like I think I like all of the characters except for the villain, because he's just
Wow.
which is funny because I usually like villains.
That's nuts.
Game good. I'm running out of things
This
to
reminded
say.
me, I should like repair my 3DS because it has like dead pixels, and I kind of want
God.
to play games again.
You have your Switch. I mean, yeah,
No,
you should
like-
repair your 3DS, but
I want
like,
to play like stuff that's like specifically on the 3DS.
okay, yeah, that's
Consider
fair.
picking up
Silly
Silly
goose.
Odyssey, for example.
Probably. I need to get it fixed first because there's dead pixels.
Okay, yeah, I guess the overall point, like, I can do without spoiling is that game is good and, like, has a lot of messages about, like, obviously, like, not having expectations, opening up your horizons to, like, meet new people and, like, be friendly with new people. Probably, like, looking at the world around you because maybe you could have a friend that you don't even realize that you have. Yeah, game good.
This is so inspirational.
So,
Thanks, baby.
so what I'm learning is never have expectations. Never be disappointed.
You never be disappointed if you never have expectations in general.
Exactly.
That's the lesson today, kids.
The lesson is never try. Okay, alright. I think we can move on to
My song's next. Get out of my chair.
She says in his house.
Alright, go. Ronnie, can you play my next song?
Okay, music time.
Wanda
So
song,
good.
good.
Funny, silly game.
Yeah, I only know about Wonder Song because Woosh played it on stream once, and I was like, I will love this game the rest of my life.
That's the only reason I know about it too.
I know Wander Song.
I'm going to admit something. I never watched anyone play Wonder Song, even Whoosh.
I didn't even know this game
I know
existed
nothing
until
about
2 seconds
it.
ago.
I recommend you watch Woosh's playthrough. I do know it's archived, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's archived.
The only
It
thing,
probably is.
the only thing with watching Woosh's archives is that, no offense to Woosh, but they are very impatient. So whenever they have to do,
Incredibly.
yeah. So whenever they do
I
a,
am too. They're not special. I'm kidding.
no. Like whenever they do a platforming segment or just cycles, they get really frustrated really easily. So like,
It's my favorite game mechanic, waiting.
so
Everyone likes
it's like
waiting.
these bum rush into it, and I'm like, no, you gotta wait, and they're just and he's die immediately, and I'm like,
That
please.
reminds me of that one time they ended up walking on the wall or something.
Yeah.
That reminds me of one.
Sideways pod.
But I only recently my ex bought me a copy of Honor Song. Actually, no, never mind. They didn't buy me a copy. They had from a list of they had a list of all the game codes they got from years of being on Humble Bundle, years of being friends of developers, years of being like online. So they gave me one of their list of codes, and I was like, I want Wonder Song. I saw Wonder Song. I want Wonder Song. So then I got Wonder Song, and I started playing it, and I was like, wow, I forgot how good this game was. And now I'm putting it on the Auxy Morons, so I love this game now.
It reminds me of a game called Songs for a Hero, where like the songs don't really do anything in that game, but the main character just sings throughout the entire game.
I love that because like in Wonder Song, every bit of dialogue you say, or well, most of the dialogue you say in that game is sung. It's literally just sung.
I think you can actually like change the pitch if you sing.
Yeah, you drag your cursor around, and it's like a ring of like different notes.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about music, so I'm just like doing all the time.
People.
What was that?
So could you rickroll people or not?
Possibly.
I don't know how to like. I don't have a perfect pitch or anything. I don't know how to read sheet music either. So.
I wouldn't know because I don't have the game. I think it's on Switch. I could probably end up.
I have
playing
it on
and
the
try
computer
it.
right now. I could try it.
We're not gonna try it during.
Yes,
the
we
podcast.
are. We are gonna try doing it. I'm gonna boot up
Right
OBS.
now,
Yes.
Oh my
Now?
gosh. Loon. Oh my god.
I am going to. I'm gonna add a window capture. Where's Wander Song?
Are you just gonna freaking say?
Where's Wander Song?
literally
There is
straight
Wonder
Wonder
Song.
Oh
Oh
god.
my
Welcome back to
gosh,
the
you're
Auxy
actually doing
Morons,
this. You're actually
podcast.
doing this.
Song Let's
No,
Play.
I don't want this.
Where one
That's what
person
you guys do
one
every
person is
week,
playing
right?
it and everyone else just listens.
We just wait.
Game grump.
We just wait.
I'm gonna stream it so you can see it as well. Where did Wander Song go? Hold up.
Into the void.
Did you tab out?
No, it's right here. Girl, help! Where did Wander Song go? It's not showing up in my list of.
It
We
went.
can do it later. if necessary.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
let's do it later.
Fine.
I can post it later at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
fine.
like a bonus. It's the stinger.
You can stream it through Discord.
I know, but I
No,
try to get it to
it's
record
one
via
song.
OBS
The
as
wheel
well.
comes up. Never gonna give you up. Starts playing.
Oh my god, yes.
It's at the end of the freaking video.
Yeah. That's all I had to say about Wander Song, actually.
Okay.
And now, my song.
Oh.
was Chicory.
Lena Raine is so good
Silly
at
themed
music.
music.
That do be Lena Raine.
I
Yeah.
call it silly themed music.
The only reason I picked up this game was also because it was made by the guy who made Wanda Song.
So that's funny. We have two games made by the same devs.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I really need to play
like
Chicory.
making music for Water, so I'm like, wait, what? I'm confused.
I would have chosen the first boss theme because that is a banger. All the boss themes I've experienced so far, of which there are 2, of all
Lena
banger.
Raine.
Like, it has a slow climb up to an apex with, like, techno beats, and then it drops. The techno beats go hard. I like it.
God, I need to play Wonder. Well, I need to play Wonder Song, but I also need to play Chicory.
Yeah,
me
they're
too.
both really good games.
The story so far is good, because, again, it's mostly painting and coloring.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, and I just want to state, one, I'm not really that great at drawing compared to some of the other folks I know.
I mean,
Second,
neither am I at all.
I'm not using a touch screen. I'm using a mouse.
I just want to say real quick.
Scary.
And
Go ahead.
even though it looks a bit blocky, I am proud of my work. Like, at one point, you actually have to repaint. Like, you're given an image, basically, of paintings. And you have to recreate them to the best of your ability. Like, with color, of course. And I created this, which I can upload to Discord because it's small enough. This
Alright.
is Alone in the Garden,
Where are you posting this?
episode prep.
Aww, that's so cute.
Really impressive.
Wait, is this from the
Aw.
game?
This is from Chicory. You can actually export your drawings, you time-lapses of your drawings as GIFs.
That's cool.
Oh, you have an automatic dithering effect too.
Just think of Chicory as silly themed game. It's like an obscure genre. But oh wait, I made it up.
You made up the genre.
Silly themed gaming.
Silly themed game.
I just want to.
That sounds like a really good name for like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Also,
I should rebrand as Silly Themed Gamer.
there is...
No, that's my idea. I'm changing it. I'm no longer mildly fortunate. Shut up. I'm kidding.
This is
Damn.
very minor spoilers, like it's a side thing you can do in the first town.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, like, I color someone's house, he's, like, very precise, more so than the others. I think this was also in the demo they did for Next Fest. And then afterwards, he doesn't even give you anything, like, it's like, oh, my smiles were worn enough.
Oh.
Oh, I
you
forgot
guys-
about that. I've seen
Did
that.
on the bright side, did you guys know if you hold down right-click, it erases all the color in a certain area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess who has a white house now?
Oh.
You know what this game reminds me of? It reminds me of Drawn to
the
Life.
White House is so cool.
Y'all ever played Drawn to Life? That's what this game
You're in my
reminds me
head.
of.
I never played Drawn to Life. What's that?
Drawn to Life is like a game where you like draw the characters.
If you know Scribble Knots, it's that.
It's
Oh.
not like Scribblenauts at all. That's a whole different game.
At least from what I've seen of it.
Literally, the only things that they have together are like you create characters, like you create things. That's pretty much the only thing.
That could also go from
I
Utopia.
can make everyone in the chat mad at me, so it's like Okami, right?
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Oh god.
I mean,
I was trying to laugh, but
mean-
you couldn't hear it.
from what I know, you're technically not wrong.
What's
I
Okami?
I played Okami. It's
Obscure Capcom game.
Is it the one with the brushy-looking fox?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call
Oh.
it obscure. People know it.
That's a fox. It's a wolf. I thought it was a fox.
It's a wolf.
It's a wolf. You mean to tell me that the thing is the red reds are associated with foxes?
It's the sun.
Sun God.
They're the goddess of the sun.
I
It's a
am
long
going to
story.
slink into a hole.
It's a long
What are
story.
you
There's
talking
a whole
about?
bunch of
It's
stuff in
a
there.
completely white fox with no markings on it.
Really?
I know.
No,
Sorry, it's
no,
a
that-
completely
that's
white
a-
wolf
that's
with
a
no
part of the
markings
plot.
whatsoever.
That's a part. Okay, let me explain it to you. The plot is that no normal people can see the markings on Amaterasu because they're like special symbols. So everyone else just sees them as a normal white fox.
Wolf.
Well,
See, now you got me saying it.
I'm sorry.
I even corrected you, and now fucking brain cells.
I've caused problems.
I want to
fun
cause
fact.
problems on purpose.
Wait, I want to say one more thing about this game now.
What's up?
This game's called Chicory, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
My fucking brain, because like I wasn't fully paying attention. I was kind of looking away. I for a second I thought one of you said Gregory, and my first thought was Gregory. Have you ever heard of Among Us?
Gregory, have you ever heard of Among Us?
The way the
That's
knuckle
my
pop
rockstar
picks up on
funny.
your knuckle pop.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be that loud actually.
Hey, you're supposed to be on Rocktown. Vanessa, have you heard of Among Us?
So anyway, Play Chicory. Not only is it written and developed by the guy who made Wanda Song, but soundtracked by Lena Wayne, and audio design from the person who did audio design for Night in the Woods.
Oh.
Wow.
What an all-star cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it's published by the same devs who published Night in the Woods.
Who was that again? Annapurna?
Finji.
For some reason, I thought it was Annapurna, because Annapurna publishes all the good indie games, like Sayonara Wild Hearts, Solar Ash Kingdom, stuff like that. Next song?
And I do know.
That's so much
We're
science.
back to this.
Yeah.
I knew
Anywho,
that, yeah.
it's just general discussion time.
Wait, no, Ani didn't go yet.
Ani has a song. I completely forgot. I'm
My
so
dude,
sorry.
why are you?
Bro.
Wow, wait
Wow.
this on Ani. Oh my god.
That's fucked up.
/J.
Really? The DJ? The hot DJ?
Are you slash J or slash serious?
Okay, song time. Silly song time.
That's nice.
Oh, God.
That's just nice.
Going on to the theme of silly themes.
Yo, Slime Rancher, banger
I need
game.
to- So true. Oh my god, I've loved this game since it like came out, like
Same, it's so
2016.
good. I'm
I've been a
hyped for
fan
two.
for basically 6 years of my life.
I'm hyped for Slime Rancher 2. That game is gonna be so much fun.
I literally cannot wait. I'm so
Same.
excited for
The
it.
moment I saw the trailer for it, I was like, let's go!
Same.
You're popping off.
Yeah, I was popping off.
You're like, that's what I've been waiting for. It's what I'm all about.
That's exactly how it was.
Hold
That's
on.
100%.
I can actually do that.
No,
Woo!
Yeah,
doing?
baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Woo!
You should get a dog in
Oh
here
my
soon
god,
if you hear
critical
that.
to the BC, this is nuts!
What?
Huh?
It's the guy behind the famous. "Whoa, that's what I've been waiting for."
No.
Yeah.
We didn't hear what you
Critical?
said. We didn't hear what you said because you got interrupted.
What? Oh.
We did not hear you.
You Ani, you just said something. We could not even hear what you said.
I said, oh, that's so cool. Critical's in VC.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe Critical's in
What?
VC.
But yeah, that was my
everybody?
exact.
It's critical.
That was my exact reaction when Slime
The
Rancher
real
got
one.
announced. I was so hyped. Oh, they also
God,
have
I'm
bunny
so
slimes now.
excited.
that was sick.
We should just send that to critical.
No, we should not. We should not.
I'm kidding. Not ill,
Podcast
but...
critical.
This is literally the same thing that happened with your Yuri
Yuri
Lowenthal. You were so excited to send him a clip on Twitter. We were like, no, we should not.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting here with no slime rancher knowledge.
I only know Slime Rancher because of Sailboat.
I really
Great.
like Slime
I've
Rancher.
played the demo for it. Complaint I have about the demo. Why didn't you just shorten the game? Why do I have to start every time with a new game from scratch?
Oh yeah, that's annoying when it comes to demos. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, the same thing happened for Sables.
I mean, I
Sables
get it
demo.
in Slime Rancher because technically even if they limited the game, there's no limit to how long you could do stuff just in that finite area.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say, like, when I first played Slime Rancher, I had no clue there was, like, an actual plot and story. So I just went along the story and I was like, oh my god, there's, like, story here, there's content.
There's
I thought I was just
plot?
picking up slimes.
Oh yeah, doesn't it take place in like a dystopian future or what?
What? You mean it does?
The funny slime game takes place in a dystopian future.
On a different planet.
Girl,
More
help!
than just slimes?
It takes place in the
Yeah.
future on a different planet. And,
Yeah,
like,
it takes place in the future on a different planet.
Yeah.
Why is my first thought? What happened? Squid Game.
no. What happened? Slime games.
Slime game.
Silly slimes.
Oh, there it is. My friend made
Slime bounces,
my
gets
friend-
shot.
Oh, that's a lucky.
Why is it not loading? Girl, help!
Oh, I didn't think it was that good like that.
Wait.
Also to the person who broke into the chat who I've already forgotten the name of.
Cat.
Listen to the Etrian Odyssey OST. Fuck you.
What? I played Etrian Odyssey before. Hey, I tried to
Redacted.
Oh my god!
Oh my
You
god,
have to
you gotta-
censor
shut
that
up,
now!
shut
You
up,
gotta
shut up,
censor that
It's
now.
fine. It's fine. Like,
He
But, never mind.
Cat
Forget
tried
it.
to get Mimi into Etrian
We
Odyssey, but it
tried-
didn't work out.
Yes.
So how'd it go? We just keep having the
Wait,
doctor's
what?
podcast.
Why was
Discussion
Etrian Odyssey
section. I
even
wanted to
brought
make
up?
sure I
I'm
didn't
confused.
Solar Song was
completely derail.
Etrian
Hey,
Odyssey.
Kat, I talked for like 20 minutes about End of Raging Waves.
When?
When you weren't
You
here!
weren't here.
Oh, how was I supposed to know that?
They're trying to tell you now what that happened.
Oh, okay, that's what, I mean, I like Etrian Odyssey. It's a good game. It has good music. I agree. I played Etrian Odyssey 4, one of the hardest fucking games.
Oh my god.
3 is worse from what I understand because it doesn't have a casual mode.
Casual mode?
And
Oh
even
god, that
casual
reminds me of
mode's still
freaking
difficult.
Fire Emblem.
Finally, competitive mode. My favorite.
Competitive solo play.
Ranked mode.
Every time I hear casual mode, I always think, so there's a competitive mode, huh? Even though I know there isn't.
Yes, there is. You can't tell me anything otherwise.
I wonder if you could speedrun Etrian Odyssey.
I mean, people
I
have
bet it would be hellish.
people have
probably
speedrun
could.
Persona games.
Realistically.
So
Yeah.
it's not impossible.
But the fact is, Persona games is actually a bit of action to go with it. There's speedruns actual RPGs out there in the world, and I'm like, but why? That's a button masher at that
Dude,
point.
there's that one RPG that takes like 100 hours to speedrun.
Which one is that?
I don't remember what
Breath
it's
of the
called.
Wild.
There's like this one RPG where you have to wait for an item to be fully like leveled up to be to get 100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I think I know which one we were talking about. It's the one that runs on a real,
real clock.
24-hour timer, right?
Yeah.
That reminds me of a freaking Animal Crossing speedrun. That takes freaking days.
Isn't the Breath of the Wild speedrun used to be like 24 hours long? You were allowed an 8-hour break in the middle.
The Breath of the
No,
Wild
Breath of the Wild-
for Breath of the Wild speedruns are like
Any percent.
For 100%.
Okay, 100%.
Because of all the Korok seeds.
Oh gosh.
100% is way longer. It's just-
Yeah, any percent it's like a few minutes.
Any percent's like 8
Yeah.
minutes now. I think.
Any percent is basically get off Great Plateau, fight Ganon.
Yeah, naked.
Naked with a dinner plate and a spoon.
And then you win.
Yes.
Yay!
I think you win by like spamming bombs or something, if I remember correctly.
Really? I don't know what a speedrun
No,
class,
you
but
don't. I
like,
don't think you. No, you do get remote bombs before the plateau.
huh?
Yeah. You get them on the
definitely do
plateau.
something.
Yeah, because any percent is like the current record is 25 minutes.
Yeah, 25.
I don't think you get remote bombs. in
And
this season.
16 hours for 100% on the original mode.
I wasn't thinking of something else.
I'm going to look at the.
Extended,
Sorry.
the extended one jumps to 20 hours.
That's any percent. How to go to categories? 100%. View rules.
Welcome to
Okay, there we
Auxy
go.
Morons speedruns.
You're allowed a sleep rule. Runners are allowed to pause the time or have a break during the run. Maximum free breaks within an 18-hour period. After the 30-hour mark and every 10 hours after, the runner is allowed one extra break and 9 hours added to their pool. What the fuck? How long is this speedrun? I forget.
It's like 18 hours.
Hey guys,
Okay.
does anybody here read 20:00:22?
What?
The football, fantasy football
Yeah,
thing?
the
Oh, I think I read
the
that.
Future
I think I
Football
read that at
sequel.
some point, but I.
Anyway, I think I know where the out of bounds rule came from.
What is that?
Oh god, I have to explain 17776 now. Okay, so there's a bunch of different football games that are all not actually football games. There's a bunch of different, like, games that are loosely kind of football because there are footballs in them.
Mm-hmm. I know it's
And one
vaguely
of them
related
is
to Homestuck.
college-
Oh, is that the
football,
thing that I
quote
got
unquote.
jump scared by a web page or something?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
Why do I feel like I recognize that now?
One of them is college... You may be thinking of baseball. It's
No,
not the
I
same.
know
No,
that.
no, I'm not talking about
I'm not talking about baseball either. I know
baseball.
I know what that you're talking about. My friend was
there
really into it.
Like I remember, going on to like read like the first page or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
like all I remember is that I got jump scared by a web page.
It
Yeah.
does do that, yeah.
I think it's the opening thing before on the first page.
Something is terribly wrong.
Touches the ground. Something
Something
terrible.
is-
I don't know what
Something
you're
is
talking about,
terribly
but I
wrong.
feel like
Something
I
is terribly
recognize
wrong.
the
Something is
name at
terribly wrong.
least.
I like how unrelated this conversation has come from.
It's
Final
it's
Fantasy.
also
Yeah.
about talking satellites that are siblings.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
you
that
just
was
made it
fun.
more confusing.
Oh, is that why? Okay, so one of the Homestuck composers made a song called "We Are All Satellites," and I'm like, is that because of that webcomic? Is it a webcomic? Please tell me it's a webcomic. I'm gonna be so concerned if it's not a webcomic.
It's kinda a webcomic from what I remember. It's not like a comic.
No, but Homestuck wasn't a webcomic either. People call it a webcomic, so.
So I guess you could argue it's a webcomic.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who messaged me?
so yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
That's
That's
where
the
it
one.
came from. Because
Yeah.
I recognized the 1776. I recognized that, but I was like, oh, I don't know, like, what's that? And then I remember the website.
The sequel.
I remember
wait,
this.
there's a
I'm
sequel?
so stupid.
Sequel?
There's a sequel? Girl, help?
Yeah, there's a
I remember
sequel.
Mimi showing
And
me
it
the
focuses
original.
around it focuses around college football, quote unquote, which is basically a bunch of different college teams that a bunch of different colleges all got together and like put together teams or whatever, and their fields, like their play fields, are based on
Just realized
like
you can see me
the way
doing
their
this.
stadium
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can
the
see
way
it.
their stadium is pointing. It is the width of an average football field, but the length of the football field is infinite, stretches from border to border, wherever like it touches a U.S. border.
Mm-hmm.
Infinite
So-
football.
Yeah, so the way the game is played is like you have to basically take there is one football in play, and you have to keep it for as long as possible in your state's playing field.
Okay.
And you have to be, if you have the football, it has to be in your playing field, and if it's out of play, like for a certain amount of time, if you step out of the play area, you lose.
What do you mean? What happens when you lose?
What happens if you lose?
Well, you get disqualified as a player.
Oh,
I thought you died.
I thought you just stopped
Something bad would
existing.
happen.
Yeah,
You
me
don't
too.
die. People can't die
Oh,
in
right.
this universe.
Oh, right.
It's kind of like a whole thing.
I forgot about
can't
that
play
plot.
I only read the first chapter, so I wouldn't know.
I'm so confused.
I remember seeing a Tumblr post about this. Let me find
Recognize
it.
the website, and that's
Whole
it.
thing about like the rules of like for every I think 100 years you're playing football, you get like 1 second of out of bounds time that you can have with the football still in your possession.
Send that to me.
Which sounds ridiculous, but remember, everyone's immortal and games can last forever.
So games.
Sorry, I just found something on Tumblr that I shouldn't show.
That's comedy, you know? You should definitely show that.
No, it's NSW. I cannot show it to you.
Do the funny.
Fine,
That is
it's
comedy.
NSW.
That is comedy.
It's NSW. Fine.
Fine, let's put it right.
This kid be coochie.
That's funny.
I'm trying to find my friend's post. Where did it go? No, I'm not. I am not going to show. I am not going to show you that again.
What the fuck did I just
Girl,
say?
help
You
me.
should show it again.
No, I'm trying to find my friend's post because they made a really sad post about 2076.
Wild shit.
1776. Where did it go?
2070.
Shut up.
1776.
No, stop. Why is my scroll button not working? There we go.
Because scrolling is a social
Why do they have infinite scroll on this blog? I hate this.
scrolling is a
Anyway,
social
that's
construct.
my pitch for it. And what were we talking about before
Slime
that
Rancher.
has
We were talking about Slime Rancher. I don't know how we got to this.
I actually wanted
I
to
don't
say.
know either.
I actually wanted to say
What
one
was
thing
the
about
thing?
Slime Rancher.
I mentioned something about out of bounds time, and that was what I was going for.
Because someone
Breath
talked
of the
about
Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah, the
we went
rules
from-
for Breath of the Wild speedrunning of like, oh, you get this much of a break to start off with, and then for every like hour more, you get this much more off time. It kind of reminds me of the rules for out of bounds time in 17776. There we go. We're
Okay.
done.
I remember the how the conversation went. We went from Solar yelling at Kat to play Etrianazi to Solar wondering if Etrianazi could be speedrun to talking about Breath of the Wild speedruns to the sleep rule to this.
Okay, yeah, I remember now. But
So
I wanted-
everything is my fault. Understood.
I did want to say something about Slime Rancher real quick. And that's the fact that in Slime Rancher, I remember there are these like evil slimes called, I think they're tar slimes.
Yeah.
No, not Gordo slimes. Tars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tar
Tar
slimes.
Slimes.
And
Why did I say Gordos? I'm stupid.
I remember when
That's
I
actually
first,
Kirby anime.
Cool. when I
Quarters
first
are the
played-
big ones.
Yeah, they are.
I remember when I first played Slime Rancher, I didn't really know how those things came into existence, so I kind of just put a whole bunch of different slimes into one cage, and then like at one point I just turned around and there were a whole bunch of them, and then by the time I solved the problem, like pretty much all of my slimes were dead. And that was the point where I learned I'm never putting these fuckers together again. Like that was
Yeah, that happens.
That was an experience.
Meanwhile, Lou just took like a minute to close Water Song.
Shut up! I was like, where's the confirm button? That was me with fucking Melty Blood earlier. I was trying to press the A button, but I thought it was the B button. B button was the A button.
Oh, okay, melted blood.
I tried.
Oh.
I got here so late. By the time I got here, it was like, I want to play a game. And he was like, we were going to play Melty Blood, and everybody, it's like 4, and we were like, we should probably go on this recording now.
Understandable.
I guess.
We should play a game after this.
Yeah. Didn't you need to go somewhere after this?
I gotta do dinner stuff. Yeah.
Oh, we shouldn't keep
okay.
you from that then. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess this is probably one of the shorter episodes. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Wrap it up.
Shut up!
Okay.
Shut up!
Okay.
Video
Okay.
Shut up!
we have a few talking points. I don't have many because I forgot to do it and we did it kind of late. Why does it have so many names for End of Raging Wave? I didn't know what to put for Breaking Free, so I just put Mimi Fans Boys over metal songs. Cat appears. Can you play Never Gonna Give You Up for the performance? Brick bleached someone's house for luncheon. Okami talk for some reason. Mimi is critical real for Dry Reef. Something is terribly wrong. Something is terribly wrong. Something is terribly wrong. Something is terrible. Okay, I'll stop. And talking about seven. However you say number football thing.
Number go up.
Number go up.
Number football thing.
That's how numbers go up. And speaking of number go up, you should click the like button on this episode so that the number
Like, comment, and subscribe.
So cute, Solar.
Thank you, Solar. We never do a call to action in
Thank
any
you,
of our...
Solar. Very cool.
We never do calls to action in our videos, but thank you.
Yeah, we don't.
like and subscribe.
Like, comment, and
Share
subscribe.
this video with all your friends and family.
Show us to your mom.
Please, we're very lonely.
And if you want to dislike the video, no one's gonna see it. Thanks, YouTube.
Oh.
Thanks a lot, YouTube.
Unless you have a Google extension like I do.
Now I won't know if my videos are bad or not.
Who is ever disliking Slime
I
Rancher
do.
music?
Granted, the only reason I haven't brought that back is my one rule that seems to be, I will only install if it's recommended by Mozilla.
Oh, you're a Firefox main.
Yeah.
Firefox, man.
Shut up, the both of you! Shut up, the both of you! I know what I said. I'm sticking by it.
What internet browser do you main? Firefox.
One reason that was so funny to me is because fucking Fox is
Don't mind
really-
me. I'm in Opera.
Does you use Google Chrome?
I tried using
I
Opera
know
once.
that, I
I'm
was just
not doing
joking.
that again.
I was like,
You can literally see me using Chrome right now.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking of browsers, and the first one that came in my head besides Google was Opera.
I know Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, Google, and Opera. I think
Edge.
that's it.
There's also Edge.
I forgot about it. Fucking
Yeah.
No one uses
Two
Edge.
people use Edge.
Two people, and those are both boomers.
Microsoft wants
That's
me to
it.
use Edge, and I'm like, no, that's gonna be a pass.
Yeah. I'm a Firefox main myself, so.
I use Firefox.
This is a normal
You
conversation.
play Firefox.
They're rubbing
Alright,
off on you.
folks. Continue to say words probably, like and subscribe. I have to hop out.
Oh no.
Oh,
Like and subscribe, gamers.
me?
Also,
Where?
Etrian Odyssey is a good video game series and you should play it. Bye!
Bye.
Okay, play the funky.
What is
Play the
that?
funky
Play us
outro.
out, Ani.
Yeah,
What
let's go.
is
Let's go.
this? Oh, it's in my headphones.